Hello. Is this working? Yeah, I think so. So, I started another game. How are you doing? Is everything well? I have been very busy and yeah, I'm afraid it's not over yet. So, anyway, I came back for the game and I hope it will be an interesting one. So let me do this opening, which is not quite common, but white has the 3 4 points over here, and that gives me some good approach when I have a stone in this corner. So that's why I came over here, and then white came here directly. So at this point, I can pincer or just answer or take the empty corner. I think they all work. Um, in this case, I think I'm going to approach over here because that looks fun. Yeah. Anyway, I'm afraid I have a bad news today. So after this game, I think I might have a long break because the World Amateur Go Championship is coming really close and I am really occupied with my work. You heard my phone call last time, right? I'm having that kind of call every day, day and night. And then, it's coming close and just there are so many things to take care. So I'm thinking I probably need to take some break from my YouTube and focus on my work until I am clear. And then I'll come back. But let me just choose the move over here quick. I don't want to attach over here because I don't know how this stone over here will work in the way of Joseki. So I'm going to choose something simple. So it could be this diagonal move or one space jump. Kind of like the idea of playing over here because that can't be too complicated. But then again, there is a white stone over here. Wait, if I do that, after this Joseki over here, I get Sente. Oh yeah, that's good. So if I get Sente, I'll take the empty corner. So that should okay. Yeah, that should be okay. So let me take this one. So I was talking about this World Amateur Go Championship. And then it's starting in the first week of June, June 5th. And then it ends on 12th. And then I'm coming back to Korea on 14th. So I might have another game on 15th or 16th. I know it's a long break, but again, it's my work and I kind of have to devote myself to that right now. But I just wanted to let you know or just tell you that there are many other Go streamers. I am sure you are familiar with them. Wait a minute. Am I doing well over here? Yes. So, yes. There is Andrew Jackson, Nick Sibicki, also there is Go Game Guru, Baduk Movies, Eurogo TV. There is there are many professional players in Europe and the US who teach in English. I'm sure you know better than I do, so I'm sure you won't miss me too much. Anyway, so over here, this white move, this is not very common. And then I think I'll do this. seems like, although this is not a common choice, white thought it was good environment for white to have some complicated fight because there is a white stone already over here. And I'm going to take the corner because there isn't much for me in the center even though I go out. Let me take this one. But should I hane or jump?
Overtime countdown has begun.
That's difficult question. I guess I'll hane. Yes. And then here. Okay, so it seems a little slow, but then I think it's good because the black screw is almost alive and white screw over here is not, it doesn't have two eyes yet. So that should be alright. And then over here, can I hane? If I hane, white might cut, but then I can do the tiger mouse, block, cut over here, extend. I might have some advantage in the capturing race because this is a fake eye
9,
over here.
8, 7, 6,
So
5, 4.
I'll try. Okay, usually black would do the empty triangle over here, but then I was just too tempted because this white group doesn't actually have that many liberties, and I thought I might prefer this tiger mouse over just coming over here. So seems like it worked out, right? And then there's no cut, but this tiger mouse of white, it could be good one. But then I'm not sure if this would be better than over here because this is also really good place.
9, 8,
So
7,
maybe here.
6.
And then when white comes over here, I can just extend. Another thing about coming over here for black was that coming over here for white was sente. So when I connect over here, white could just come over here and then white will have good eye shape. So I kind of didn't like that. And at this point I should probably
9.
extend because if I let white take this one also, I'll have to come back. And then over here it's not really necessary to exchange these two, by the way, for black. This one, I guess I'll connect. Yes. Depending on how white takes care of this group, I might have more stones around here, in which case I would prefer peeping over here over exchanging this hane and then extension. So we will see. For black it's almost sent at any time, so there's no hurry about it. This one I'll answer this way, and I guess I should extend. I wonder what white is planning to do over here, because I don't think there is a way for white to surround the center. Okay. Alright, at this point, should I exchange this one or not? There's no hurry for this, but then it's such a pleasant spot that I am just so tempted to do it now. But as
9,
I said, there's no
8,
hurry, so let me do this one. This one stone is very small, so you don't want to take this one. Oh, that's an interesting answer. Do I want to start a fight with this one? Mm,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
okay, why not? I mean, it seems difficult, but I'm not too worried. I think this fight is better for black, but we'll see. Over here, white can either jump or keep pushing, but when there are few more black stones in this way, I think there will be some kind of net around these whites. So that's why white came over here, and that gives me the turn to come to this side. Should I jump or knight's move?
9, 8, 7.
Okay, this one seems stronger. Although this knight's move would have like stronger pressure to this white's group, but then there was some cutting point around here. So let's do that. And then I guess I'll need to answer. And because there are black stones around here, there will be some edges around this white's connection. Anyway, now I need to answer. Will white try to block over here? He might. Yes. So, what does that mean? Can I do something like this? Or here? I mean, this white's group is a little thin,
9, 8,
but then
7,
I need to leave
5,
inside.
4, 3.
So I guess I should leave first before trying to do anything, right? In Korean, there is this proverb for go. It can translate into leave first and kill. That was awkward. I wasn't sure how to translate, but literal translation would be like leave first before you kill. And that's what I should think, right? Anyway, so let me take this one
9,
and then come over here. And of course this black group is alive now. And this one is very urgent. I would normally answer it immediately without even hesitating. But at
9,
this situation, I'm going to
7,
hesitate.
6, 5, 4.
Because if I just answer like this, then white will keep having those center forcing moves, and then my group in the center will become very vulnerable. So I might not have the time to answer the corner. Instead, I can do this or that. Which one's better?
9,
Maybe this
8.
one.
7.
Okay. But if white connects over here, what do I do? Because if I just cut, white will pip and then push through. So I might need to push this one or Hane over here. Actually, Hane seems a little better. So let's do that. And here, and that. And now, can I cut over here? But then when white comes out, I don't know what to do next. I don't think I can capture these 4 stones easily. So let me just block. And then tiger mouse. So this is getting crazy again. I need to answer over here. If white comes around in the center, I'll take this one and I believe I can capture this white. Black should have more liberties. But then as you can see, my group in the center, it's kind of lonely. But you know, this territory would have been quite nice. So that was one way, but as you see, white chose to play over here. So I'll have to go out to the center. I guess this one.
9,
Yes. And then there's this cut, of course. That's nice. When white leaves here, though, I'll have to also worry about the life of this black group. So complicated, right? So what do I do now? Over here.
9, 8,
Okay.
7, 6,
I guess I
5,
will
4,
do that. And there is no way I can save these 3 stones. I think I'm in some kind of trouble now. I mean,
9,
I wasn't
8,
realizing,
7,
but then this is not going well. What's going on? So if I do that, white can cut, and white has more liberties. Oh, if I
9,
do that,
8,
wait a
7,
minute.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
This is seriously not good. Okay. So that means I need to connect over here.
9, 8, 7,
Maybe better by jump. So let me take a moment to evaluate the situation. White got these 3 stones, which is not that big in terms of points, but white's group is safe. I got connected to the center, but my group doesn't have much base. White still needs to come over here in order to get the corner.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
And then I thought about coming over here
Overtime
instead of this
countdown
one,
has begun.
but then it seemed like there were some weak points of this attaching and pushing and cutting. So I guess I need to answer that. Why is white keep pushing? I don't like that. Maybe I should be angry and come over here.
9, 8,
Okay. Because if I answer over here, I think white would just block. But this exchange itself might be helpful. We will see. Let me do this now. And then I think there is this move over here. And then if white answers over here, I'm going to hane and push. I know it looks crazy, but it's not as crazy as it looks. Oh, wait a minute. Huh. I was expecting white to atari from this side and I was planning to do that. I can
9,
still do
8,
this,
7, 6, 5,
but
4, 3, 2,
I can also do
1,
that
0. 2
because
overtimes left.
white came over here instead of this one. It's like white gave me the choice. And it's hard to decide which one is better.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Okay, I'll take this one. You know, when I do that, white will leave in the side because this one is bigger. And then I'll need to come back here once more in order to capture these 3 stones. But then white will get the sente. So I thought I'll just get these 2. Although it's not my sente either way. But I get to bully this corner. I know I sound really mean when I say that. But my hane over here will be sente, which will be quite good in points. I could also come from this side, but then white will take this one, and I don't think this one is bigger than coming over here. So that's something for later, not doing it now because white's getting too big around here. I should decide how to reduce these
9,
whites.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Maybe start from over here and then get this one. I think the game's going well for me, no? So I'm not worried about these 3 stones. Should be easy. With these 2 extensions and all, white also has many weak points around here. I'll have to be careful though in how to use these weak points. But maybe I'll do this. And then, can I do that? Because this is so big. I think I can. Yeah, let's do that. White might try to kill this group, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. And this one is quite big in terms of points. And then there is
9,
some
8,
odds over
7,
here.
6, 5, 4,
Wait,
3.
okay. And I hope I'm okay with that. I should push here because it's really good. And then I was planning to answer actually if white blocked over here because of coming this one. But it was nice that I got to do this in Sente. And then I'm going to do this. And this one. This is an endgame move as well as strengthening my weak group over here. So at first I thought I had more points because I didn't see a big territory of whites.
9,
But I'm just
8,
realizing
7,
that
6,
I didn't have any
5,
big
4.
territory either. So it could be actually close. Can white do that? If I do this, that, well, white didn't, so that's alright. And go over here. Ah, that's big. Ugh. Yeah, that's big. But let me take this one. It's big too. Can I Atari over here? Or this one? Can I do that? Atari? No. Yeah, this one. And then over here, and then if I tenuki, there is this ko, and I guess I don't want that ko.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Alright, I'll do that. How am I doing on points? White has 6, 7, 8, 10, maybe 12, 14,
9,
24, 34, 34, 35. How should I answer this one? Maybe over here. Yeah. So 34, maybe 35, something like. But now that white got these 3 stones, white has a lot more points than that. But how many points do I have? 8, 12, 14, 15, 16, 19, maybe about 20, 27, How should I answer this one? Maybe over here. Right. 27. This is about 7. Huh. Wait. Let me do this. And that. And that. And maybe this one too? No, not now. And this one?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And then I guess I'll take here. It's hard to be sure whether
9,
it works or
8,
not.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, I could also block over here and just give up this one stone. But I have a feeling that this game is quite close. And I don't want to give up these 2 or 3
9,
points in the center.
8,
It will be best if I can
5,
save this
4,
stone.
3, 2, 1.
So that's why I'm trying this. And then
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I don't know. It seems very dangerous for me. Can I leave?
9,
Oh. I don't see it. I don't see the way to leave.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I wonder if I should have exchanged this honey. I mean, it seemed like there were so many things I could do around here, so that's why I thought it might work. But it's not working.
Nine,
Oh.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Oh, okay. I guess it didn't work. Alright, that's too big. I don't think there is any hope.
9,
All right.
8, 7, 6.
Mm. Ah, well, it was an interesting game, right? mm. Oh, so sad. Oh, well, let's take a look. Maybe I can do some review. And this time I'll make sure that it works. I'll take this one, open the game, and then do that, and come back over here, open that thing. Ta-da! It's working. Wait. And then, what do I do? Over here? No. This one. Sorry about this whole process over here. Mm, do that. And that. It's interesting that you can see this thing. Alright. So we can see the game now. So I was actually wondering if I did that. If I could save this one stone, but maybe not. And that over here. Oh no, it works for black. So that's that and that and here and that. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. So this one doesn't work, but maybe I can do that and this one and that. So it works. No, it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't work for black. If I do that, no, not working. Interesting. So what's going on? If I do that, no, not working. What if I do that? And here, but then I don't like this one and that. So if I didn't want that, I probably shouldn't do this right away. But come over here and then come here. Take this one. I don't think it will be that simple, but let's say just for the calculation that over here, and this one Sente, I think. Or maybe white should answer this way and get over here. So white has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 19, 20, 24, 29, 35, 43, 45, 47. Black has 7, 8, 14, 18, 21, 22, 27, 29, 34, 36, 37, 47, and 52, 58. It seems like black has a little more points in this way, but it's white's turn and it could get close because I simplified the end game a little bit. I was so happy when I was living around here. I thought black had the good territory over here. White didn't have any big one. And then I had a corner somehow. And white was so thin in the center. Well, I guess I got too happy about it. Anyway, that was my game for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm sorry I lost, but maybe I'll do better next time. And because I got busy with my work, I'm going to take some break as I mentioned in the beginning. I'll be back when the World Amateur Go Championship is over and a lot more fresh in that way. Not like very exhausted after work. Anyway, thank you for watching and thank you always for your support and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.